George Teague has developed several world champions and won countless stakes races. Thanks to his humble beginnings in the sport and decades of displaying a fierce work ethic, the success for the 51-year-old trainer seems even sweeter as he eventually became a household name in harness racing.
When you grab the first one, you're thinking, wow, this will probably be the last one you ever get.
Trained by Teague's longtime friend and business partner, Clyde Francis, Wiggle It Jiggleit entered today's event with 17 wins out of 19 starts, including world record performances and eye-popping victories in the Max Hemp Memorial, the Battle of the Brandywine, and the Meadowlands Pace.
Wiggle It Jiggleit, Team Teague win the Meadowlands Pace.
Very, very intelligent, first thing. Second thing is a huge set of lungs. And I think that he brings that to the table every time he races. And the third thing, he's extremely fast.
The incredible experiences, courtesy of owning this ultra-fast pacer with the catchy name, are shared with his wife Joy, along with their two daughters, Nika and Alicia, who are the backbone of Teague Incorporated, managing the daily behind-the-scenes procedures of a major harness racing operation. And son Montrell, who has the huge responsibility at the young age of 24 to steer Wiggle It Jiggleit to the winner's circle in some of the biggest races on the planet.
That makes it all the more fun for me. You know, I've had horses like Southwind Lynx win the Meadowlands Pace with Timmy Teague driving. It was not nearly as fun as having Montrell win the Wiggle It Jiggleit. Been confident since the day he started driving for me. I always tell everybody I had bad drives from everybody.
It's a little bit more pressure because I'm like the youngest one in the race all the time. I always have that chip that they should have a Hall of Fame driver driving him instead of me. But I'm doing as good as them, I think. Pretty much I put him in the right spots and he just delivers.
Although George and Montrell grew up very differently, it's apparent that the younger Teague has not taken anything for granted, thanks to having the same work principles as his father.
I've been blessed. I mean, started out with a great stable and great horses to drive. First drive was Mr. Wiggles. And, you know, but behind the scenes, you don't see that. I was up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I was with him every day. So you see me driving good horses, but I work for it.
For now, the main goal is crossing the wire first in this edition of the Little Brown Jug, a race Team Teague has its sights so set on winning that a $45,000 supplement was paid to enter the Superstar.
That's my number one. It's the number one race I want to win.
But to bring this particular horse with Montrell driving and have the chance to win it, the favorite going in, is pretty hyped. I mean, I'm excited.
Teague believes he's providing not only the opportunity to be a competitor, but that Wiggle It Jiggleit embodies the traits that define a Little Brown Jug champion.
A horse with a huge set of lungs, speed, gate speed, but not necessarily where he needs to be on the front end. Second thing is, you know, if he gets stuck in a bad spot, I think he can set to the outside and take a lot more air than the average horse I've ever had racing it. So it takes a different kind of horse. You're gonna go 2 heats. As much as anything else, I just hope that he's as good as he's been. And, you know, I just think they're gonna catch heck trying to beat him.
We just heard about how important a Little Brown Jug win would be to the Teague family, so let's see that classic event right now. This is the second heat. A horse must win 2 heats in one day, so it's important to know that going into this race, Wiggle It Jiggleit and Lost for Words are both entering this race, having each won a heat earlier in this same day.
Pacing fast out of the gate on the outside, My Hero Ron. In between horses, Lost for Words. Racing third, Wiggle It Jiggleit. Taking a seat fourth, Art Speak. And the battle's on early on. Early on, though, the leader going to the backside, Lost for Words. Tucking in second as they race over to the first quarter mark. My Hero Ron, Wiggle It Jiggleit third, Art Speak fourth. Rockin' in Heaven outside fifth. Opening quarter, 27 seconds. And here comes Wiggle It Jiggleit. Now third, now second. After the leader, Lost for Words. At the 3/8 mark. Into the lane first time. Lost for Words with the lead. Wiggle It Jiggleit up on the outside second. Nose to nose, stride for stride, toe to toe. Coming to the head. 27-1, second panel. Racing third, My Hero Ron. Up on the outside, Art Speed, now fourth. Racing fifth, Yankee Bounty, sixth on the inside. Going to the backside, Arcade Hanover, racing seventh. Rocket in Heaven. The battle continues to turn it into a war. Lost for words. Wiggle It Jiggleit at the 3/4. 21-1. 27 seconds, and they're still going at it. Lost for words. Wiggle It Jiggleit. The battle of the fittest around the turn. Lost for words. Has the lead and starts to open up. Wiggle It Jiggleit on the outside second. Can anybody catch him from the back? Coming home. Lost for words. Wiggle It Jiggleit. Coming home. Lost for words. Wiggle It Jiggleit. A final surge.
Wiggle It Jiggleit wins the second and final heat of the Little Brown Jug in an incredible effort. In fact, many people are saying it's the best race they've ever seen. A sea of well-wishers gathered in the winner's circle, including driver Montrell Teague, trainer Clyde Francis, owner George Teague Jr., along with George's sister, who has been a huge part of the racing business over the years, Brenda Teague, Montrell's mom Joy and his sisters Nika and Alicia, and of course Wiggle It Jiggleit's caretaker, Big Mike Taylor. Congratulations to all the connections.